The following program contains naughty bits.
I was just in the middle of undressing.
Oh, don't let me stop you, matron.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I've got another video regarding Indiana Jones and the Great Circle of Life video game. Last night, I uploaded a video regarding this announcement from Bethesda and Machine Games. Did it go down well? Not really. Think of a lead balloon in the depths of the oceans, and that's pretty much the brand new Indiana Jones game you are going to get. Anyway, what I said in my reaction was that the actress's face that they took and desecrated, I was very kind about the actress. I didn't know who she was. Then I did a bit of digging around this morning and I found that this tidbit of information. So co-starring with Troy Baker as Indy is an actress called Alessandra Mastronardi.
Well, space fans, exciting news, huh? And there's even more in part 2.
I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming hard.
I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling.
In the ass end of space, even aliens watch Jason King with Kung Fu Hot Dog. Duke Nukem likes this guy.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You take a beautiful actress like Miss Alexandra Mastronardi and you turn her into a man. Why on earth would you ever do that? I'll tell you why.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience.
Because it's called Western video gaming. This is what she looks like. And yes, straight away, I've homed in on a picture where she's got her hair tied back right there, here. But on the general consensus, ladies and gents, she's an attractive woman. Like, wow. I mean, if she came to my front door and said, can I borrow some sugar? I'll be saying, love, you can borrow more than just a cup of sugar. But she's an attractive woman. She is. And if you just go here, there's an excerpt of her.
I'm glad that I'm playing and acting with him. It's such an amazing gift for an actor. He is a generous human being.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, the flattery can stop right there, Miss Alessandra Mastronardi, because you're too kind. But of course, we do get, well, I've got to replay this for you again. We do get this glorious moment here from our favorite
to tell a new Indiana.
Edward Curtis Chavez. At some point, this name will be just as memorable as, and I can't think of who the other memorable name was, but yeah, you know when you say a person's name for so long, and oh, I know, Charmaine Obaid Chinoy. That's who I was thinking of. Soon that will, you know what? You just cannot erase that name. You say it so often now, you'll be singing it in the shower. And if you do, you need absolute help. But of course, this gentleman right here is in charge of the cinematic direction of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. So if anyone is to blame for the female character design of this game, it's this gentleman right here. Because God forbid we put an attractive female in Western video gaming, it is going to cause such a meltdown on the internet. And of course, it doesn't end right there, folks, because I was going through the top 10 Indiana Jones video games courtesy of Mojo. And look at this. Look at this. This is an old game. And look, you can forgive the polygons here because games of their time in the 90s. But God forbid this CIA agent right here looks a bit like Nicole Kidman post plastic surgery. And look, despite the polygons, you can see she's attractive. She's got cleavage. She's got, oh my gosh, she's got arms showing. Heaven forbid. And she looks like a woman. And if you go further on to this, now I haven't actually played this next game, which I really want to, but it's Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. A lot of people have said it's like a fantastic game, but there's one part I want to draw your attention to if I do actually find it, because again, it's just, oh, here we are. look at this. I mean, just steady yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to see more female attractiveness. I'm not being held accountable for this. It's how they intended to make the game.
We're supposed to meet with Lao She to talk to him about that Nurhachi job.
Lao She can wait.
Dear God, look at that. An attractive, more improved, polygoned female in a video game with Indiana Jones. And I want to take this a step back, actually, because there is some third-person combat here. Remember what our friend Mr. Chavez said, that you can't, we're going to give you a new direction, a new perspective, which sounds like a double-edged sword to me. If you're saying a new perspective, do you mean a new perspective of wokeness? Because that's what I'm seeming to glean from that strange announcement. But look at this. Third-person action Indiana Jones.
Formula that not only inspired for the tomb of China's first emperor.
So look, you get a bit of first-person action here, but look, third-person Indiana Jones as the new game should have been. Look at this. Really exciting. You get to see yourself as Indiana Jones. No Miles Morales jokes here, please. So I really do appreciate that, and I think Bethesda is going to get kicked in the nuts. Is the name of Indiana Jones enough to save this game, or will it be a complete and utter disaster? Well, who knows? Well, when you're growing up, things are going to influence you in life. Things might pull you out of a troubled place. And I want to show you a video right now of a gentleman who I've been following for the longest time on YouTube. I've actually become a paid member on his channel. He's called Shadows. His real name is Aaron Lee, or Lee Aaron, I believe. And all he talks about is Gears of War. And in fact, when I was looking for tips and looking up the lore for Gears of War, unintentional rhyming, he was my go-to guy. Of course, when I talk about Gears of War, chapters 1 till 3, and then Judgment, which is fantastic. 4 and 5, they bring in female girl boss who berates her male employees, and she's voiced by Laura Bailey, so that will tell you everything you need to know right there. And she plays Caitlin Diaz, and she is the worst female game protagonist that you're forced to play from the go-get. It's not like the game gives you 3 choices. Do you want to play as JD? Do you want to play as the other guy? Nope, you got to play as Ms. Diaz and be... And just imagine you're in a car and it's a very long way to San Jose, and you've got to put up with this woman next to you babbling all the way about how she's fantastic and how she's the greatest thing since Muhammad Ali. I float like a butterfly and I sting like a bee. Well, that's not Miss Diaz at all. She's the complete opposite of that former great boxer's most famous catchphrase.
Why is Gears of War important to me? There's loads of reasons about, man. Gears of War is important to me because it has changed my life in multiple ways, like I could have never imagined. When I first played Gears of War, bro, I felt this moment happen, like that I was basically destined to do something with this game and my life in general. I didn't really have the best, growing up experience at school, especially high school. I used to get picked on quite a bit, a little bit bullied here and there, and like Gears of War for me was a way to escape that reality into a different reality. Delta Squad, it really touched on my soul, man. It showed me that, I could basically really relate to the Delta Squad characters in the fact that, they could face the absolute worst in terms of, going up against the Locust Horde, right? But just, they kept on fighting, kept coming back.
And isn't that the point, ladies and gentlemen, about why we enjoy legacy entertainment? As we do, because we want to escape somewhere far, far away. Like for me, my get out of jail free card was Uncharted 2, because I absolutely loathed my office job back in the day. And all I can think about was, how am I going to get past these hordes of enemies at this level of difficulty? And that's what got me through the day. Just barely. But of course, today, ladies and gentlemen, it's not about looking forward to your favorite IP, whether it's Tomb Raider or Gears of War. No, it's going to be what is the latest desecration that's going to come our way in terms of Western video gaming? Japanese video gaming and from China and South Korea, at the moment, it's all untainted and I like it. Let it stay that way. Dragon's Dogma 2, looking forward to seeing what that game, how it unfolds. And I've got the first one and I'm restarting that again actually because I lost my patience with it the first time I played that game. But speaking of playing games, shall we have one more cue from Mr. Eduard himself?
For a modern gaming audience.
Ooh, my grim prediction for Indiana Jones and the Great Corn Circle, or corn syrup, whatever you want to call it, is going to be an absolute dismal failure because who will shoot themselves in the foot? Yes, it's going to be Bethesda Machine Games once again. And speaking of the all-knowing eye that keeps looking at you through a triangle like the eye of Agamotto, because Harrison Ford, have you seen those weird photos of him recently in GQ magazine where he's doing all that stuff with the triangular eye? Yeah, that's bizarre. I think they know what's going on, Hollywood celebrities, but they go along with the gimmick as directed by the photographer just to get some extra wonga and some extra kudos points to say, yes, thank you very much, you idiots, but I know what I'm doing and you don't know because you haven't got a clue. But I know who does have a clue. You beautiful people out there. So if you were me and if I were you, and watch out for my brand new video tomorrow. It's going to be nigh on 20 minutes. And I might not inject my usual saucy editing in there. I might let it free play, but we'll see. I'll probably put some things in there to just ingratiate my lovely audience, which is you people right there. And on that one, if you were me and if I were you, you better come back for the next video. And you can shut up right now, you double-chinned onelet. The uglification, folks, of Western actresses in Western video gaming. Are you surprised? Neither am I.